Hi, and welcome to Relate and Illuminate. I'm Stephanie, and I'm going to talk about something called HSP, highly sensitive people. And the reason I know a little bit about it is because I'm one. And what that means is 15 to 20% of our population is an HSP person. So it means that actually there's 12 signs. So see if this describes you. People call you oversensitive, and you feel overwhelmed by your senses, like overstimulation, loud noises, or light. I know too much light at night, I just have to dim it down. Media violence can upset you. I'm just getting this off a website. You avoid stressful situations like conflict, and it may be unconscious or it may be conscious. In other words, conflict avoider. I don't avoid it, but of course, nobody likes conflict. I think there's some of me in these, but not all of them. You're deeply emotional. So you're really in tune to the internal world. You were shy as a child. You're shy as an adult. Sometimes you can go to great lengths to avoid making mistakes or upsetting others. You're incredibly sensitive to pain. Others consider you thoughtful, and you're a people pleaser, though. So, possible causes of this could be a genetic factor, lack of parental warmth. Research shows that parental warmth is essential for personality development. Feeling unloved or neglected by early caregivers may be associated with a higher likelihood of sensitivity. I grew up in a single parent home, and so I think that contributed to my sensitivity. Childhood trauma. There are probably many causes, but the benefits, so I told you, what the traits look like. It's not a disorder. It's just a trait that 15 to 20% of people have. But there's some strengths to that. Highly sensitive people have high levels of empathy. I know that's me, that I'm very understanding and nurturing to connect with people I care about and loved ones, family and friends. Experiencing pleasure. If you're more sensitive to pain, you also paradoxically are very sensitive to pleasure. I know my highs are high and my lows are low. And there's more creativity to sensitive people because you can tap into your inner world and perceptive skills to channel greater creativity, and improve self-care because you're attuned to your own feelings and needs. So you're able to practice self-care. And so if you're feeling overwhelmed, you pull back and spend time alone or what have you. How did it manifest for me? And I'll take these off so I don't get a bunch of reflection. One of the ways it manifests, of course, very, very highly sensitive to imagery, very visual. I was in the television business my whole career and teaching it. And so when I see images that just are, cruel or violent or, something that's hurtful or something like that, it just stays with me. I mean, it's photographically imaged in my mind. And I can think about it again and again and again, and it just brings up all that pain and suffering. And then I'm especially sensitive to children and animals, because they're the two groups that have the least voice. I mean, kids have some voice but before they're 3, they don't, or 2, because they're still forming words. But animals don't have a voice at all. So if they're mistreated or abused or neglected, and same for kids, I mean, it's just a travesty. And all of that really hurts me. And I know I see um, friends of mine with their grandkids and their parents of the kids will, put their child in a high chair and give them a fork, and they're just learning to eat. And I'm going, oh my God, they're going to poke their eye out or something because I just, I probably would have been an insane, overprotective parent. And so actually in my 30s, I made the decision not to have children because I just knew a couple things. If anything ever happened to the child, that I couldn't handle it. You just have to bury me. It just would kill me. And I've known that from having pets, that when they die or something's wrong with them, that I have to take them to the doctor, the vet, and it just breaks my heart. So that was a big reason. The other reason was being from a child of divorce. I I knew it was a huge responsibility to have a child. And I married late, and I thought it was forever, but I could have started a family in my late 30s, but I just wasn't up for it. I was always focused on my career and this, that, and the other. Of course, nowadays, people, the stars are having babies at 50, but it just wasn't something I wanted. And also the enormous responsibility of having kids. And you see that by people that have kids and they don't take responsibility. They don't take care of them, or they have too many kids, or, and somebody gets neglected. And anyway, that's how mine manifested. So I'd just like to put that out there. Are you a highly sensitive person? And it might be something you, want to look up and see if those traits apply to you. And additionally, let me know and how it's manifested for you. Again, I don't have any regrets about not having kids, but because I have 3 former students that are my unofficial children, and they all have children, and I get to be grandmother to their children. One of them calls me Mimi, the other one calls me Coco, and the third one, I haven't met her yet, but she'll probably call me Coco. Mimi's very popular with the grandmothers, so that name's usually already taken. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, see if it's something you can relate to, and please comment. I love to hear those, and we get that conversation started. I'll always respond to your comments. Okay, so look for us on social media, Relate and Illuminate, and YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.